Good morning from Epic Universe. I am here today to actually do two things. One is that this is the first holiday season in Epic Universe. The other thing is I'm by myself, as you can see, solo traveling again. So let's see what the single rider situation here is Epic Universe. Is it worth it? Is it better than the standard post-it wait time? Let's go, let's check it out. So today the park officially opens at 10 a.m. It's 5 to 10, but early admission guests have already been in the park for about an hour. Today, as I was walking in, I saw a sign that Minecart Madness might be closing early, so I think that's going to be the first thing that we're going to test it out, because that one does have a single rider. So I'm going to see if it's open. Sometimes a single rider may not necessarily be open, but it just depends on how busy the queues are, etc. So let's hop on over to Mario World, Super Nintendo World first. I don't see any sort of like team member brigade blocking the guests. I think they're probably letting folks in. A lot of people are over there trying to ride Hiccup. I think that ride is opening at 10. Stardust Racers is back. We're very excited, but I don't know if this one has a single rider, or we're not sure. So we're gonna cut across on this side. And over here we have Super Nintendo World. Let's go see. The last couple times when I was trying to ride Minecart Madness, something always happened. There was one time when the ride was essentially shut down for an entire weekend, so it was very unfortunate. Mike and I got to ride it once a long time ago, probably the first time we came to Epic Universe, and we'll link that video in the description down below. We did it standby and single rider. That one has very, very low ride capacity or load capacity, so it took forever, and there's one time they had to add more carts to it, which extended our wait time even longer. Yeah, that single rider I think generally is better than standby, but it's not one of those rides like, I don't know, Radiator Springs and DCA, which is guaranteed to have a shorter line if you're doing single rider. But let's check it out. We're gonna clock our right wait time and then figure it out. I will say though, the entrance to the Epic Universe Mario World is way more grand than the one over in Universal Studios Hollywood. We lucked out. We actually were part of the tech rehearsal when pre-opening for over there in Hollywood, and it was a very, very rainy day, and the weather today is not looking super great, so we'll see. But check this out. How awesome is this though? I just love Peach's Castle. There's just so much sights and sound and color. I love it. It's incredible. Good morning, Peach. And I think this is where Peach is having her meet and greet. And I mean, it can be a little overwhelming. And supposedly, it gets pretty wet when it's raining, and I can personally attest to that. So if you're walking down the stairs, make sure you're hanging on to the railings, because it's slippery in here. Unfortunately, I'm not prepared today. I'm sorry, but I totally forgot my power-up band. I've had one since the beginning of Universal Studios Hollywood. This one solves kind of the problem with the mosh pit that is Universal Studios Hollywood. And then they have like a whole extended ride area, land, if you will. It's Donkey Kong Country. Last time I was so sad. It was like, yeah, Minecart Madness just didn't open for the whole entire day. So, all right, let's see if they're open today, hopefully. Oh, there it is. It will be closing early today, so if we want to ride it, we should do it now. If you have one of those power-up bands, it's like an interactive little wearable. There's like little touch points throughout. Unfortunately, I can't show you because I totally forgot my power-up band. But you know, you can collect stickers, you can collect coins. There's a bunch of things that you can do. So here, there's a lot of replayability simply because you can come here, collect new things that you haven't done before. But our goal today isn't to collect more coins. Our goal is to check out the rides and everything. And then here is where Donkey Kong is meet and greeting. Ooh, let's see. Oh, good. Single rider is open. Fantastic. So we are going to, it's 10 o'clock exactly. Single rider is open. Let us see how long this is taking. Okay, well, that is the queue. I mean, mind you, the hotel guests have already been in here for an hour already, but this queue, I'm telling you, is absolutely brutal. You think you're almost there, but that's like a whole inside in that area, that little bullpen area. Oh, it's rough, but we're still walking though. This is a good sign. Oh, okay, we're stopped. Let's, oh no, we are still walking. Oh, this is great. Do I see the line ahead of me? Yep. All right, let's see how long this is gonna take.
1 hour later.
I swear, this ride absolutely hates me. But I waited in line for about an hour in single rider, but unfortunately, right now this ride has been weather delayed for, yeah. So this is apparently the only ride here at Epic Universe that is really impacted weather. If there's a little bit of rain in the surrounding area, they'll shut this ride down. So, you know, it happens, right? It happens. You just gotta pack your patient pants. Make sure you have a weather app that has the satellite imagery. I was scrolling around for the next 12 hours. I think there's always gonna be a little bit of rain that is gonna be in the area. I'm just not really confident that it's gonna be open today at all. So sometimes weather is just not your friend. I decided that after about an hour of waiting, I was like, you know what, forget it. We're just not going to sink more time into it. It's a fun ride, but you know, an hour I think is my limit. They might open up, they might not, but right now I think I've paid my dues. But I think while I'm still in Mario Land, Super Nintendo World, I'm gonna go check out Mario Kart. That one was posting like a 50-minute, but because Kart is shut down, that might lengthen the wait time. But let's see about Mario Kart and see how bad that is. And then that one does have a single rider as well, but yet again, sometimes it just depends on whether or not they're going to be opening it up. So let's test it out. Yeah, Yoshi's on 65 minutes, which is like a lot. So, all right, we're off to Mario Kart. Yeah, you know these things. Every once in a while, with Minecart Madness, it's just a luck of the draw. And this is like so far, every time I've come to Epic, something's happened with that ride. Last time, I think it just was shut down the whole entire day, and then today, stood in line for an hour, nothing. Guess we're off to Mario Kart. Well, I know this one's entirely indoors, so weather should not be an issue. All right, this one is posting at a 90-minute wait, and single rider is open. All right, let's check out single rider. At least it's not going to be impacted by weather for sure. I mean, you're going to skip some of the queue, but again, if you've seen the queue, done the queue, and some of the ride vehicles have seats that are down, so sometimes it actually will just have one functional seat. So that's why single rider is very beneficial. Off to Mario Kart. Unlike Minecart Madness, Mario Kart absolutely loves me. That was a 5-minute wait. They actually held us at the little onboard area a little bit. They let the other guests in who stood in line. It's sunny here. I don't know, because I mean there is weather in the surrounding area, so Minecart Madness will always be kind of little bit of a crapshoot. I was checking the weather. It looks like there are going to be rain clouds and storm clouds in the area, so I don't know. But today, the day I don't have my power-up band, I was able to. It's not my PR, but I actually did pretty well, pretty okay. Not well, pretty okay for me, well for me. So 122 points, not bad for myself. As I was saying this morning, Super Nintendo World gets really, really slippery, and that is the case. So if you're coming here during, when there's rain in the weather, in the area, be careful, because this thing is slippery. All right, well, I don't know, should I give it a shot? Maybe I'll check the app to see what the situation is. It is very sunny, so I don't know if they're gonna bring it back online. Mario Kart was a 90-minute standby, so it's saying that chance of rain in the next hour, so I don't know if they're gonna bring it back online. Let's see if it's, yeah, it looks like it's still weather delayed. So that just means that, yeah, I mean, I'm not really confident that it's going to be back, just because there's basically rain in the vicinity. Okay, well, we might not be able to write this one today. Who knows? It's totally fine. I guess I'll next stop. Well, I think I've exhausted all the single rider here in Super Nintendo World, so I might head on over to another land. I mean, the idea is to check out some of the holiday decorations, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot prettier at night. So, and it's 11:30. I'm a little bit hungry. The one restaurant I haven't really had a chance to eat at is actually the one in Dark Universe. So why don't we head on over there next? That one I think is right next to Super Nintendo World, so it's kind of an easy walk over there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try to order up something from, oh wow, it is slippery, so be very, very careful. This thing is, you could really get hurt with the tile and everything. All right, okay, so I think that's where we're gonna head next. It's unfortunate that today it's gonna be scattered rainstorm, thunderstorms in the area. There's gonna be thunder later too, so when there's lightning and thunder around, it's never a really good sign. Rides are highly impacted. So, okay, well, off to Dark Universe perhaps. I mean, it's kind of like cloudy and sunny at the same time, and yeah, there is definitely weather on that side. It's coming our way, so probably not going to chance Minecart Madness for a little while until I feel like a little bit later in the day, maybe around 7. There's going to be more of an empty pocket between the rain clouds, so maybe we'll do that. We'll see, but they did say that it's going to be closing early, so I actually don't know what that means either. This ride, it gets away from me every single time I try to ride it. Something happens, but you know what? It is luck and draw. That one is highly, I guess, weather dependent. Yeah, it's like that sunny, humid mugginess today. But we're gonna go over there. There's 2 rides in Dark Universe, and both, I believe, have a single rider. One is Curse of the Werewolf, and then the other one is Monsters and Chains. So we recently stayed at the Helios, but I don't know when that vlog is gonna be up. Perhaps after this one, but that one is in the works, so I'll make sure I get that posted as soon as possible so you can check out our stay at Helios Grand. I mean, supposedly Steven Spielberg had a pretty heavy hand in the design of this universe, and it shows. I mean, this is just so well themed. But since it's still kind of rainy and wet outside, I'm not sure if the characters are out. But they do have roaming characters here, which is really adds to the atmosphere and the ambiance for sure. Okay, and then this is the restaurant. Das Steakhouse. please don't come for me. That pronunciation is probably absolutely awful. Curse of the Werewolf, there is a single rider lane, but right now it is closed. Well, this is what happens. I mean, I'm giving you the real rundown of what a single rider situation looks like. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed. Right now, it's posting at a 45-minute wait time for standby, and then no single rider. So with that said, then in that case, yeah, I was gonna ride the rides first before I get something to eat, because I just don't want, food sitting in my stomach while I'm getting jostled around. But unfortunately, it is not open. Oops. Okay, so that's okay. We have other options. There's this ride. I dub this the Cosmic Rewind Light is what I call it. Okay, Monsters Unchained does have a single rider. It does skip a lot of the queue. But since we're testing out single rider, I don't know, are they open? No, I might have lied. I don't know if this one does have a single rider. It just says attraction. You know what? Oops, I lied. There is no single rider for Monsters Unchained. So I've exhausted my option here at Dark Universe. So we are gonna get out of here. Actually, you know what? Maybe let's get some food and then see if Curse of the Werewolf is going to be open.
A young nobleman became filled with everlasting life. His legacy began high in the Carpathian Mountains. A creature able to transform into animals, fold into mist, or enslave you with the power of his mind to live beyond life. He preys on human victims, drinking their blood. Now can I speak up?
Dracula? Oh wait, sorry.
You must be brave to say the name out loud.
Voldemort! What's Frankenstein doing there? Oh my gosh. Okie doke. We have mobile ordered, and we are now in Dark Steakhouse. It's definitely kind of a creepy atmosphere for sure. It's definitely got some sort of creepy dungeon vibes. That's for reals. Oh my gosh, flickering candlelight. Oh my gosh. Wow. Theming is incredible. Well, we've got the Bride of Dracula going on. Blood red candlelights. Whoa, it's crazy. Wow. I'm impressed with the theming. Oh, they have some. It's a whole crypt down here. All right, I'm impressed. This is really well done. Okay, I'm gonna go find a table to sit down, perhaps under the watchful eye of the Bride of Dracula, perhaps. Okay, well, this corner table is as good as any, so we're just gonna hang out here and enjoy our food here. My gosh, this is beautifully done. Lighting isn't the greatest. We have the Bride of Dracula right there watching over us. What I love about Universal, especially Epic Universe, there's a little bit of light in my phone. So it's really, really easy to mobile order. I absolutely love their system. Annual pass discounts, everything is already linked to your app. So if you haven't gotten that linked, make sure you do that. So because when you go to checkout, they already took the discount out. So all they need to do is do the mobile order, and then essentially when you come to the restaurant, you can just say, hey, arrived, prepared my order. So arrived, pick my order, and then there are these QR codes on the table, and all you have to do is go back to essentially the next screen would be to say, hey, you know, I'm here, what's my table number? You can either scan it or enter it. All right, we're gonna scan our table with our phone. Yep, it's smart enough to know I'm at table 250, so go ahead and just submit that. And then they're gonna prepare your food. Team member will bring the food right to you, so that's as easy as it gets. Oh, that is bloody.
Just to remind you that nobody here at the steakhouse is safe. Enjoy.
This thing looks very good. I think the steak is medium rare almost. We got some little bits of pink inside, so I'm excited. I'm excited. For a quick service, well, I guess this is more of a table service, if you will, because I am sitting down and sort of ordered my food, just mobile ordered. I mean, that is a healthy hunk of meat for sure. It reminds me of your typical carved steak at a Disney buffet. It's very, very well cooked. It's not quite fork tender, but the flavor of that blood jus, very, very good. I don't know, could I be a vampire? I'm not sure. I'm really enjoying this jus. Little bits of fatty tissue. I quite enjoy it. For 23 bucks, not a bad deal. I mean, it's a pretty big hunk of meat for sure. We're gonna just do a perfect bite with a little bit of carrot for health and some mashed potato and that squash. That's delicious. And they've also got little bits and pieces of maitake mushroom. The mushroom really soaked up the beef flavor. All right, really enjoying this. I'm telling you, Epic Universe actually has very, very good food. Each themed land has its own themed restaurant. So they have bars and lounges, you know, like pick up kiosks and counters and stuff like that. But this is their main restaurant in Dark Universe. So again, one of these days I will make sure I put up the vlog when I did the butterbeer crepe at Harry Potter Land. I don't know if I'm gonna eat that today because the one place I haven't eaten at is actually Toadstool's Cafe. That's only because we've done that multiple times at Universal Studios Hollywood. The same food. I think it's nothing different, so we really haven't prioritized that one. I don't know, maybe when I get hungry, waiting in line for Minecart Madness, if it ever comes back online, we might do that. So, oh, the lighting, definitely airy. So I wasn't crazy. I did go back to Monsters Unchained. I'm like, I swear there was a single rider. I'm pretty sure I've even ridden it once, but it looks like it was down the whole entire day. So they're like, so I'm like, I asked them, oh, so theoretically there is a single rider for that ride. They're like, yeah, there is. It's just not available today. So again, it's just luck of the draw. Sometimes they'll just shut it down all day, but realistically, with that ride, you really, really don't need a single rider. I think when I went to the team member, they said it was only, you know, at the time of the when I asked team member, it was a 10-minute wait. So you really don't need it.
Single riders down the middle.
All right, it is 11:20, and let's see how long the single rider is going to be. I'm over here at Curse of the Werewolf, so hopefully it's not 35 minutes. Minecart Madness is currently operational, posting at a 90 minutes. So I don't know if I do. Do I want to chance it after this? Maybe. That is the queue over there, and we are in single rider. Still quite a bit of a single rider line. Train vehicles. There's 4 to a cart. So that's usually what's really challenging. So we'll see. We'll find out.
Lightning strikes up in the vicinity. The camp is closed, and we've temporarily shorted our wagons for your safety. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we will keep you informed of further developments. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, this time the single rider was on my side. It took about 20 minutes, and during the wait, they were already starting to kind of set the expectation there's going to be weather and potentially lightning in the area, so just beware, you know, you could be postponed at any point. I was sitting there going, oh my gosh, it's happening again. Oh no. But I was able to get on the last train out, so yeah, that time it worked in my favor, because otherwise I've been like, oh, that's twice in a row in one day. For single rider, for that ride, like I mentioned, because the carts have 4 seats, what happens is that if you have a lot of duals and quads, it's really, really hard to get on. You know, it doesn't like test track, which is like 3 rows, 3 seats in a row. So it's really, really easy to get on as a single rider. For rides that have like 2s and 4s and basically even seats, it's a crapshoot at that point. But so it was 2, you can just look at the guests going in 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. And then finally we got a group of 5, and then the team member, guess what they did? They waited until the next group's got a group of 5, and they just slotted everybody in. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my chance to get on, but nope, it was 2 5s made a 10. It's even again. But luckily, you know, not gonna complain. I did get to ride it. That ride is awesome. It is very, very short. It's very, very short, and so I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. So, anyways, last time I rode it, again, working on that vlog, Mike actually lost his phone. He had my phone and his phone in his pocket, and he didn't zip it up. Phone fell off. We had to go through the whole lost and found claim process. So, you know, I'll definitely make sure that video is linked whenever that's out. I'm currently working on it. But I'm gonna see, because there is weather in the area, so I think a lot of the outdoor rides are gonna be shut right now. But there is an entrance to the park, or exit to the park, to Helios Grand. I'm not a resort guest today, so I don't know if they're gonna let me go inside to just kind of dodge the rain a little bit. I mean, it does look like we're about to get some stormy weather. So, you know, worst case scenario, they say no, but let's see if they'll let me in. Yeah, technically it is for guests only, but last time nobody checked. I mean, I had my hotel card and everything, so they might just let me through. I mean, there's a couple of restaurants in there as well, so they might just be like, oh well, what if you're gonna go in there to eat, right? So we'll see what happens. Okay, I got it, no problem. Nobody stopped me, just like the last time. So, I mean, if you wanted just to take a breather, Helios Grand is a good place, and they even have lemon waters, complimentaries. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here, relax, and take a breather. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, it looks like the weather is passing pretty quickly, so hopefully the rides will come back online. I know there's gonna be a thunderstorm around 4 p.m. this afternoon, so that's what's in store. All right, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and then strategize what I'm gonna do next. Probably, I mean, it's about time we go to Harry Potter, right? So, I mean, I've been talking about the holiday experience here at Epic Universe, and I haven't really done that. Most of the time I was standing in line for Minecart Madness. So everything is weather delayed. Stardust Racers, Hiccup's Wing Glider, I don't know, Curse the Werewolf, whatever that's outside. And of course, Mine Chain Madness, or Minecart Madness. So yeah, nothing, outdoor rides are not open right now. So this is perfect timing to check out Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and just see what holiday decor they have. Of course, the Ministry of Magic is an indoor ride. Right now it's posting at 60 minutes, and that one does have a single rider, which skips a lot of the queue. So Mike and I, when we first came to Epic Universe, we stood in line just to check out the line. So we'll link that video in the description. But today we are focusing on single ridering. So we are gonna head on over there and see how long it'll take to get on that ride. For that ride, I think my record was like, oh, I don't know, like less than a minute potentially. Literally the time it took me to get through the queue, and that's about it. So, hey, when it works, it works. That ride, I think the single rider, it works a lot better than any of the other ones with the quad and the quad-seaters and the two-seaters. I mean, that's rough. It is definitely a crapshoot. Unfortunately, I don't have Mike's wand today, so I can't perform any magic or level up on his behalf. I just love this new Paris land. It's so well themed. But I do want to see about the holidays. Yes, garlands are up. I see holiday stuff. First year at Epic. Ah, yes, we have wreaths and garlands and flowers, and even the music is more, I feel like, holiday themed. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to come back and check this out after dark because that is gonna be so pretty, I bet. Oh, gorgeous. All right. It's Christmas in Paris. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, even the ministry is decked out in some stuff. And the hotel's got pretty garlands and everything. Oh, pretty, so pretty. Okay, this is lovely. Yeah, this definitely wasn't here when I was here just a couple of months ago. Oh, no frozen butterbeer at the moment. How pretty is that? Okay, Ministry of Magic. Let us see. Oh, still 60 minutes, but I wonder if single rider is open. There's nobody stopping us, so all right, we're walking in. Single ridering it is, and here's a queue situation on the other side. Now it's let's call it 1:15. Let's see how long this is gonna be. Oh, I guess I only have one flume, so we're gonna go this way. Hey, it's work today. That thing has never worked for Mike and me for whatever reason. It worked today. 9:05. I mean, if you don't want to stand in line, you just want to check out Ministry of the Magic, you can certainly do that. You don't have to do this queue. So I think the same line as single rider. But Mike was saying that he recently watched the Order of Phoenix and he said the queue looks exactly like this one, which is pretty impressive. Dolores, how are you? Okay, we're heading on to single rider. We haven't stopped yet, so let's see. It's only been a minute. Yeah, I bet you there'll be a queue by the end of the staircase potentially, but we're still walking. Yeah, I mean, you definitely will skip like 95% of the queue, but I've seen the queue, I've done the queue, I'm good. Looks like the rain may have just stopped. That worked out really well, actually. Battle of Ministry of the Magic. I think, you know, everybody's saying that a lot of the places are converting their attraction from 3D to 2D. That's actually a really good example. I recently rode Grain Gods, and obviously you have to wear the 3D goggles, and it's 3D, and it's a little blurry sometimes. But the high definition 2D with some of that nice little forced perspective and everything, and it just looks way better, way sharper. So I'm really looking forward to Remy being converted from 3D to 2D. That one, I think by the time this vlog releases, it may have already been converted, so we'll have to go back there and check it out. But all right, it looks kind of like I was just checking the wait time and everything while I was over there on the Ministry of Magic. It looks like a lot of the outdoor rides have been weather delayed and it's sprinkling a little bit, so I highly doubt that the other rides are going to be back online just yet. So Minecart Madness, still no luck. So we'll have to see if we get to ride it today. Right now, I think Hiccup is the only one over in How to Train Your Dragon Land, and that one is currently weather delayed anyways. So I'm gonna go and got a locker this morning. Getting a locker, while it can be a little bit expensive, it's like an add-on, but it actually does make your day a lot easier. You don't have to carry all of your stuff around. The medium-sized locker is 15, and then the larger size is 20. I have a big backpack today, so I got the larger size. So, all right, I'm gonna head on over to the locker area, maybe sit by the entrance of the park a little bit just to take in the scenery while I wait out the rain. Yeah, it's starting to come down a little bit. So, all right, my camera may use a charge, so it's perfect timing, so off we go.
2 hours later.
I just did a little bit of editing in the safety of my little nook. They had a little bit of charging as well, so it's perfect. The rain is, well, we had a decent little bit of rainstorm, so I think I'm ready to emerge from my abyss and re-engage with the world. So anyway, we are back in Mario Land, Super Nintendo World. Let's see if Minecart Madness will come back up again. I don't know, the lighting. This is the tunnel lighting. I don't know if they're gonna reopen the ride because they did say they were going to close the ride early tonight, but I'm just gonna hopefully just hang out in Kong Country. And if at the first sign of the ride opening, I might just jump into it. So yeah, no, it's it's been a nice little 2-hour reprieve. Did some work. It rained a little bit, so it was really nice and chilled. A lot of people were kind of dodging the rain, either with an indoor ride or somewhere in a cafe or restaurant. So perfect timing for that. And here we go. We are back into the slipperiness of Super Nintendo World. There's a lot of water. Yes, be very, very careful. There is definitely a lot of water. Okay. And I think we want to somehow get down there. And let's make sure we hang on to the railings because it be slippery. No, the weather today has not been cooperating for reals. Ooh. Gotta be very careful. So I got my raincoat today. I came prepared though. So check the weather if you're coming to Florida because you just never know what the weather will take you along the journey. I don't think there were too many meets and greets today just because everything is outside and you don't want our characters getting soaked. So, okay, well. Do I see cast members standing in a line? Well, they still said that we'll be closing early today, so they haven't said it's completely shut down. So, Minecart Madness, take 5,000, because you just never know what could happen today. Last time I checked, the app is still saying that it's weather delayed, but I think there's still a little bit of rain cloud lingering in the system. So who knows? This ride and I just have not had the best relationship, but it is what it is. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. It's still still saying it's weather delayed. I guess they have to, even when it stops raining, they still have to wait for the track to dry. So I think there's a bunch of people kind of loitering around the front entrance. Everybody's hopeful that it might reopen back up. So who knows? We'll see. Yeah, weather delay, single rider at capacity. Nothing is open at the moment. Minecart Madness is still weather delayed, as with all of the outdoor rides. That's okay. Right now is actually a perfect timing for me to tour around Celestial Park and show you the holiday decoration. First off, as I am walking out of Super Nintendo World, we got some gifts, some garlands, some ornaments right on top of the store. In the further distance, you'll see some wreaths and garlands and Christmas decorations. Things are starting to light up. I think this is gonna be really, really pretty at night. Why don't we just walk around? I think the decorations are starting to show their true colors. Pizza Moon is ready. Look at her. Incidentally, this is actually a really good value for food here at Epic Universe. I really enjoy the food here. Pizza Moon, we got some decoration. Constellation Carousel is currently operational. That is the only outdoor-indoors attraction that is open. 20 minutes away, that's not too bad. And on this side, let's see, Starbucks is decked out in their holiday spirits as well. Wow, the lights are starting to come on. This is so pretty. Yeah, I mean, first holiday here at Epic. I think they just officially opened this May, so I think they'll try to figure it out. Hopefully they'll add to it. I don't know, they just said that it's gonna be only 2 lands, so it's gonna be basically Harry Potter as well as Celestial Park, but they may toss in some surprises. You just never know. And next year, maybe How to Train Your Dragon will also have their little holiday overlay. That'd be kind of nice. I mean, that's a really good little movie series to watch during the holidays, in my opinion. It's very family oriented. It's got some really great messaging. So who knows? Maybe they'll do it. So it looks like there's a pocket right now between the break between the storm. Stardust Racer did come back out. So a pro tip is that in your Universal app, you can set up an alert for a ride opening. That's what I did. So a push notification popped up and that said that Stardust was opening. Unfortunately, the single rider is closed. So in honor of my single rider challenge, I am not going to stand the standby line. So to doing this one, I wanted to stay true to today's theme. So yes, again, this is what happens when you're trying to single rider it. Under normal circumstances, you obviously want to, take advantage of single rider as well as standby, as well as potentially express lane at some point if you decide to purchase that. We did our video a long time ago, I think when Epic Universe just opened, so I will make sure we pop that video in the description down below as well. When that happened, the express lane it wasn't that effective just because the ride capacity or the capacity of the park was still pretty capped, so we didn't feel like we necessarily needed it. But nowadays, now that we are operating under full capacity, I guess that's a different story. But in single rider along with standby, a little bit of good timing, I think it's actually possible to do it without express lane. Thing can be pretty expensive. I mean, sometimes express lane is more expensive than a park ticket itself. So it's your mileage may vary depending on what you're trying to do, what your goal is, what your priorities these are. So yeah, I guess that single rider's not open. I'm not gonna be riding it, but I am so glad that it's operational, and hopefully the weather channel, oh my gosh, the weather app did say that there is a pretty strong thunderstorm in the area that's supposed to be here around 5 p.m. So between 5 and 6, there's going to be some weather that's coming. So I don't really know what the situation is going to be. I think somebody did check with the team member that Minecart Madness is closing around 9 or 9:30. The park officially closes at 10, so I think they do that because they don't want people to, how you can jump into the line right before park closing, and I guess I don't really want to do that, because if it's like, you know, 10 o'clock and then people are just hopping into line and your team members end up having to stay until like 2, 3 in the morning to try to, you know, clear the queue. That's not really fair to the team members themselves. So I can kind of get it. They have done that to Ministry of Magic. That's been known to happen. So they'll shut the queue right around 9 or 9:50, just to give the queue about an hour or so to kind of clear out, so that by hopefully 10:30, you know, your team members can also go home. Your park can go through your regular maintenance throughout the evening as well. So that's the situation right now. I see people walking briskly, or they're running across the park. So something else might be reopening. Who knows? But like I said, no single rider, no riding today. As I was kind of walking around, my Kart did open, so they got a push notification that this one's open as well. Their single rider is open. Right now the posted wait time is 45 minutes, so a lot of people are that's why people were running. They were like, gotta go to my Kart. I don't know, there's supposed to be a storm brewing in the background, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., so who knows what's gonna happen. They might take two. You know, this ride and I, you know, we haven't really had a build a report, let's just say the least. So we'll see if it works tonight. If it doesn't, that's okay. I guess we're committed again. Take two. We did it. We got to ride it. Finally! Oh my gosh. Kong was with me in spirit today. So single rider was about 20 minutes. Right now the wait time is up to 95, and single rider's at capacity. So it's not quite closed, it's just at capacity. So they might reopen it back up again. But wow, that ride is kind of fun. It's a little bit jarring. The track is intentionally not smooth. So the actual track, the ride vehicle is underneath you, and then sometimes you'll see the track break, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I just lost my track. And no, it was a lot of fun. But single rider, like I said, it's hit or miss. That one today, they have a lot of threes, a lot of triplets. So fortunately, we were able to get on. And I think there was one car that was missing a couple riders in the back, so they just pulled me out of the single rider lane. I was able to get on right away. So, all right. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You just have to. The single rider gods, when they're with you, it works out. When they're not, like this morning, it just doesn't. You know, I was literally checking the weather app the whole entire time in the queue, because there is weather. It's like, but it's just skirting around Universal Studios Florida or Epic Universe. Magic Kingdom right now, it is pouring over there. So heavy rain is what they said. Okay, well, I got to ride Kong for the first time in forever, because last couple times, you know, the weather gods and the ride gods just were not with me. Okay, well, looks like we may have dodged the weather. I was looking at the weather map. It looks like the satellite imagery, the radar, all the weather is kind of just going around us, which is great. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably head on over to How to Train Your Dragon Land. I haven't been there the whole day. I've been just loitering around this area trying to get on Kong, and then, you know, Harry Potter as well. And so 95 minutes right now. That's why I think they're probably gonna close early. Think about it, because if you jump in the queue at 10 o'clock, 95 minutes, they're not even gonna get done by like 11:30. So they still have to walk the track, do the thing, and by the time it's like 1 o'clock, your team members are still sticking around. So the weather is clearing up. Oh, what a day, what a day. Okay, well, I think we're gonna head on over to How to Train Your Dragon. Hiccup Swing Gliders is also, I think, has a single rider, so we'll see if it's up or down or a capacity or whatever the status that it is, and if it's open, we'll ride it. Off we go. I think I'm like literally going the super long way around, but that's okay. The park is super pretty at night. All right. It's not quite dark enough, but we'll get to take in the scenery a little bit. Oh, looks like even Atlantic has some holiday decoration. Maritime holiday Christmas trees. So, let's see. I was walking by, they had some seashell ornaments on them, which is entirely appropriate. Yeah, see? One tree is lit up, the other one is not. Okay. Yeah, this afternoon I was just waiting around and the sun was trying to peek out, and we have clear weather. And just like that, we are in the Isle of Burke. Okay, well, let's just see. I want to know if Hiccup's Wing Gliders is open. I love this ride. I feel like it's a combination of, there it is. It's kind of like Hagrid, but with dragons. That's how I would phrase it. They have animatronics, they have a smooth track, and there's no inversion, but it's just a smooth ride. Okay, let's see. Supposedly there is a single rider, so let's check it out. Hopefully there is one and that it's open. And then see if we can ride it. Well, it's too bad. This one for sure does not have a single rider lane. So sometimes when you look up information on the internet, you better verify, and I verified. I just talked to a team member. There is no single rider here. So no single rider, can't ride it. That's my rule today. As much as I love it, I'm gonna have to put my mouth where my action where my mouth is. So I think we're gonna head out of here and then see about Stardust Racers. And if that's still closed, we're still not gonna ride it. My rules, we're checking out how single rider compares to regular standby, so that's what we're gonna do. Well, I totally forgot. There's actually a very, very easy way to know if a ride has a single rider or not. So all you have to do is if you tap into the Universal app, instead of just, don't do what I did and just hop on the internet and then find some information that is not correct. But the Universal app will tell you, for example, Hiccup's Wing Gliders will have the requirements and restrictions. It looks like this one has a minimum height of 40 inches, and they do have a test seat available outside, which I just saw, and they do offer child swap. It's a roller coaster, it's a stroller, and they do accept Universal Express Pass. So nowhere in there does it say single rider. But if you hop on over to, say, Curse of the Werewolf, it says single rider lane, parties will be split. So that's how you confirm. Should have done that, and next time I've learned about my lesson. So we're gonna try to see about Stardust Racers. Let's just double confirm that they do have a single rider lane. And I mean, we already saw that this morning, but yep, in fact, they do say that it has single rider line, parties will be split. So they do have that right now. So, all right, we're gonna go to Stardust Racers to see if the single rider line is actually open. This morning was closed. Sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's at capacity, sometimes it's open. Today, for example, when I got out of Minecart Madness, it says it's at capacity. So anyway, off to Stardust Racers. All right, so no luck with Stardust Racers. I just got back to where I was waiting for a little bit. Stardust Racers is back online, but Single Riders is not open. They are closed. So I don't know. I guess at capacity, there's hope that it could come back, but closed, which probably just means closed. Similarly to Monsters Unchained, I guess just wasn't in the cards today. Validated that I've actually done all of the Single Riders that are available today, including Minecart Madness. So I did it. I did it. Yeah, so Single Rider, it really depends on the ride. For example, Mario at Kart, it really took no time at all. I was on and off the ride in probably like 5-10 minutes. That even included a little bit of wait. I think they were just delayed a little bit, so they were letting the regular guests in. And Harry Potter, that one wasn't so bad either. It was about probably a third of the wait time, because by the time I got in, the wait time ballooned up to like 75 minutes, and I was like in line for like 25 of it. All I have to say is my public service announcement is with all the queue situations, single riders tend to skip a lot of the queue, if not all the queue. So if you have not done the ride and have not seen the queue, I'm telling you, Epic Universe does a really, really good job with their queuing. So theming is wonderful, so I would highly recommend experience it at least once. Even with Express Pass, a lot of times they will skip the queue as well. So if you haven't done it, do it once. And yeah, with the rides that have, the even number of ride vehicles, a single rider can be a little bit more challenging. Minecart Madness is a perfectly good example. One vehicle has just 2 seats, 2 up front, 2 in the back. So single riders, you really just depend on the party size that day. So today they've got a lot of 2s and quads, so it took a little while to get on. But, and then weather situation, that takes that into account. Because I feel like when there's delays in situations like that, standby tends to be a little bit more predictable. You just don't know what the single rider is going to be like. Well, I hope you found today to be at least somewhat valuable and entertaining. I mean, I had a couple of fails myself, so I'm thinking I'm going to close out the day here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten to this point, make sure you like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Thank you so much, Gem Fam. We will see you in our next vlog.